Let's do a quick review of the week 41 through 48. So for 41 through 46, the instructions are solve for x. Each figure is a parallelogram. Okay, so we're dealing with parallelograms. Looking at number 41, I'm dealing with the sides because the measurements are outside. And I know that opposite sides are equal. So this side is equal to this side. So I'm just going to go 4 plus 2x. It's equal to 3x minus 4. Separating to the equal sign. Back in algebra, I learned how to solve for these. I see letters on both sides. I'm going to move the smallest x. 2x is smaller than 3x. So I'm going to move the 2x to this side. That's a minus 2x. So everything that has a letter on one side, so I'm going to choose the x's on the right side. And then everything that doesn't have a letter on the other side. So my minus 4, let me move it over here as a plus 4. So that gives me that 8, right? 4 plus 4 is 8 equals 3x minus 2x is 1x. Okay, so x is equal to 8. There you go. Solve for x, 8. Let's take a look at another example. In here, I'm also looking at the sides. Right? This side is equal to this side. So I'm going to say 9 is equal to 2x minus 9. Separate them through the equal sign. I'm going to get the 2x by itself. So the minus 9, I'm going to move it over as a plus 9 to the other side. So I get that 18 is equal to 2x. To get the x by itself, let's divide both sides by 2. So 9, it's equal to x. Now, in your homework, you're also going to be dealing with angles. So let's play one. Let's make an angle here. Let's say this one right here, it is 80 degrees. And I can ask you to solve for, I'm not going to use x because I already use x. I can ask you to solve for y plus 1. So solve for y. Or I can deal with this other angle. Let's call this z plus 2. Now, if you're going to be dealing with y, I'm just going to go 80 plus y plus 1. It's equal to 180. All right, we can work that out. I'm just going to set it up just to tell you guys how to work it out. All right, notice that 80 and y plus 1 are adjacent, right? They're connected by a side, so they must add up to 180. Now, if I'm solving for z, I will say 80 is equal to z plus 2. Now, opposite angles that are far away from each other, they equal each other. So adjacent angles, I add everything equals 180. Opposite angles, I let them equal each other. All right, some of you guys might be like, oh, how do I know if I'm right? You guys can do the work. I'm just going to say in this case, y will be 99. And in this case, z will be 78. Okay. Now, let's take a look at number 43. Still a parallelogram, we're solving for x. So I see angle 75, right? This is 75 degrees. And if I connect it with angle x, which is all of that combined, those two are adjacent angles. So I'm just going to add everything and equals 180. So let's just go 75 plus 33x plus 39 is equal to 180. Okay, separate them to the equal sign. Letter-wise, I just see 33x. Number-wise, 75 plus 39, that's 114. And all this is equal to 180. All right, I want the 33x by itself, so let me move the plus 114. Let me move it over as a minus 114. Don't forget to switch the sign. So I get that 33x is equal to 180 minus 114. That is 66. Now to get x by itself, let's divide both sides by 33. x is equal to 2. Remember, you don't have to type in x equals, just 2. Now let's take a look at number 44. I know this is 65 degrees, but if I added to this entire corner, so angle C with the entire angle D, right? I'm going to add everything. They equal 180. So I'm just going to go 7x minus 4 plus 56 plus 65. I'm adding everything equals 180. Separate into the equal sign. Letter-wise, I just have 7x. Now, negative 4 plus 56 plus 65, that's 117. Or, yeah, 117. Let me see. And all this is equal to 180. Okay. To get the 7x by itself, this plus 117, let me move it over as a minus 117. So I get that 7x equals, now 180 minus 117 is 63. Let's divide both sides by 7. And I'm going to get that x is equal to 9. Okay. Now let's take a look at number 45. We're looking at parallelograms, but I know my parallelograms, they cut each other in half. I'm looking at the information that is all numerical. So WE is 12. So this is 12, and I'm going to say WC is also 12. Then I look at my information here. CE is 2x plus 8. Now I got to ask myself, how big is CE? CE is the entire diagonal. So I'm going to say 24. It's equal to 2x plus 8. Right? C is the whole diagonal. 12 and 12 gave me 24. Now let's solve for x. The plus 8, let me move it over as a minus 8. 24 minus 8 is 16. Now let's divide both sides by 2. So I get that 8 is equal to x. So x equals 8. Good. Now let's take a look at number 46. Let me take a look at the information that is all numerical. So PB is 15. This is 15. This is 15. And then I got to ask myself, DB is equal to 2x plus 14. DB seems to be the whole thing. So I'm just going to say 30. It's equal to 2x plus 14. Separate them to the equal sign. The plus 14, let me go as a minus 14. So I have that 16 is equal to 2x. Let's divide by 2. So I get 8. It's equal to x. I could have also asked you that to solve for x in a different way. I could have said BP it's equal to 2x minus 1. And you guys will be able to figure out what x is. Now BP, notice, is not the entire diagonal. So that one I would have set it as 15 is equal to 2x minus 1 and solve for x. You will figure out that x is also 8. All right, so let's take a look at the last two questions for today, 47 and 48. 47, this is a rectangle, right? Solve for the indicated measurement. The following is a rectangle. We're solving for measurement of angle 3. Now, the only measurement that I have as of now is 116 degrees. I'm going to say angle 2. I can figure for angle 2. I'm going to say angle 2 is 64 degrees. Okay. Some of you like, where did that 64 come from? 116 and 64 add up to 180. Those two angles are the measurement of a line. So those two angles have to add up to 180. All right, so I just went 180 minus 116, and that's how I got the 64. Okay, now I'm going to look at this triangle. I'm solving for angle 3. But let me call angle 3x because I don't know how big it is. That's what I'm solving. The interesting part is because it's a rectangle, I know angle 4 is also x. Angle 3 and angle 4 are equal. All right, so I'm going to solve for x. I'm just going to go x plus 64 is equal to 180. On the left side, x plus x, that's going to give me 2x plus 64. It's equal to 180. The plus 64, let me move it over as a minus 64. So I get that 2x is equal to 116. Let me divide both sides by 2. X equals 58. Take a look at question number 48. Solve for the indicated measurement. The following is a rhombus. Okay. So in a rhombus, I can solve for angle 9. I know that's 36. And I know this angle in the center, that's 90 degrees. So I'm looking at everything that I can solve. I could easily solve for angle 10, right? That's 90 degrees. But my focus right now is in this triangle because I'm asked to solve for angle 11. Okay, I don't know how big is angle 11. Let me call it x. The three angles of a triangle, I'm just going to add them up. X plus 90 plus 36. The three angles of a triangle always add up to 180. All right, let me separate this. When it comes to letters, I just got x. Now 90 plus 36, that's 126. And it says this is all equal to 180. My plus 126, let me move it over as a minus 126. Now 180 minus 126 happens to be 54. There you go. X equals 54. Let me zoom out so you guys can see what we did today.